time for show tunes, and the Broadway Music Lovers Club knows exactly how to do that. They're leading the charge, and we welcome back to the program Kate Barclay and Alyssa Kaplan-Center. Thank you guys for joining us once again.
Thank you
for having us again.
So tell folks what the Broadway Music Lovers Club. I know you're a newish club. So what are you guys all about? It seems to say it in your name.
Kind of says it in our name, but we're lovers of all things Broadway. Mm-hmm. So a lot of history, some examples, people coming in to sing, people who are going to come in and talk. Mm-hmm. We have an upcoming someone's speaking. Mm-hmm. Should I tell them who?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, so
This is the big debut.
I know, this is the big debut. So a friend of mine worked for 10 years with Hal Prince.
Okay.
Hal Prince produced pretty much from West Side Story up until just a little past Merrily We Roll Along, every show on Broadway. Wow, I mean, he was just pretty amazing. So he's going to be talking about the 10 years and answering questions. So that's really neat. And that's our next meeting after this one. Mm-hmm. And this meeting, we're doing a sing-along.
A Broadway Music Lovers
yes.
sing-along.
Now
we're
talking.
Actually going to be exploring 5 Broadway shows. Mm-hmm. So one of them is going to be Fiddler on the Roof, which many of you know is the story set in a Russian village back in the early 1900s. And it's the story about Tevye, who is the father, a milkman. He's got 5 daughters. And it explores the journey about, the relationships that the girls get involved with and what happens during the World War II period. And we're going to be also doing some sing-alongs to Sound of Music, which is a really heart-filled story based on the story of the Von Trapp family, and those singers who were really well known, and how Julie Andrews became their governess, and I'll leave it at that.
Yes. And then we're also doing Anything Goes, which is Cole Porter, and it's really a madcap kind of musical.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, people disguised, stowaways, gangsters, all of that kind of stuff, and a lot of singing sailors. And then we're also going to do South Pacific, that is based in World War II.
More singing sailors.
More singing, exactly. I was going to say that.
And women that want to wash them out of their hair.
Right. And so that's great. And that one was really special because it started to pinpoint racism and prejudice. And so they really, attacked important issues in their musicals. And then the final one is The King and I.
Okay.
We all know The King and I, a governess coming to educate the king's children. And this one is lots of children, a couple of lovers, an unconventional love between the king and the governess, and no singing sailors.
You can't have it all.
Just me playing piano, Kate singing, and everybody joining in with us.
Yes,
okay.
Yes. So that's what next meeting is, which is coming up.
August 6th, yeah.
August 6th.
Yeah, August 6th. And where do you guys meet?
August 6th, 1 p.m. at Clubhouse number 3, dining room number 2. And this month, listen up, it's 1 p.m. Okay. So we really hope a lot of people can make it. Okay. And just along the lines there, we're going to be announcing something very important. We are going to be running a Broadway Music Lovers cruise to Alaska.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
In August of 2025.
Okay.
We're going to jump on this.
Wait a year?
Well, you know why? Because Seth Rudetsky, who's a very famous Broadway musician, is actually running this cruise. And what happens there is there's classes, there's Broadway music, performers, cabarets, but who aren't in any shows. They come on the cruise at that time. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Okay.
The rates are great. So come to the meeting and find out more about it. And we're going to probably have a flyer and maybe a QR code in next month's show so that people who can't make the meeting can join in with us.
Yeah, and let us know. Join the list.
Join the list.
Yeah.
But you guys had some big turnout already for your club. It's been met with a lot of enthusiasm.
Yeah, a lot of enthusiasm. We had a huge turnout for the first one. And then the second one, we were competing with the president and his speech, and the 85 to 90 degree weather, and the Chicago Club. So we had a lot of stuff working so that people were not sure where to go.
Pulling them in all different directions.
Right, but now we're on Tuesdays.
Okay.
So it's a better time. It's in the afternoon, works much better for everybody.
And how do you guys feel like this is kind of starting to shake out for you in terms of like, are you hitting your groove in terms of what the folks want from the club and where you want to take the club as well?
Absolutely, because in our first meeting, Kate created a wonderful
Second
question.
meeting. The first, yeah.
In our first meeting,
You've only
we
had 2 meetings.
Right. Anyway, so we created this wonderful question and answer sheet. What do you want? So one of the things was that they wanted to have a sing-along. And that's wonderful because, I got the scores of music and been practicing and we'll sing along with everybody.
I typed up all the lyrics.
Exactly.
And you think you know it, but...
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah.
Well, I've been singing that way for years. Oops.
making up the words.
Yeah. And also, we're so excited because this brings so much joy to people, whether you've gone to a Broadway show in New York or not. We're bringing it to them, and then the intrigue. And this Broadway cruise is going to be great. We're also thinking about doing a cruise, but also a trip to New York maybe in the future to see Broadway shows. So, and people are developing beautiful friendships. And I overheard a conversation, somebody was talking about, oh yeah, let's go to Seagrisham to see that. Or, so we're instigating this fire and this love for Broadway, which a lot of people have.
Yeah.
And there is a vibrant community of not here, not Broadway, but right here, at the Seagrisham Center for the Arts, SCC. I mean, there's so many great South Coast rep. There's so many great theaters and folks on here that you guys
the
can
Barclay.
The Barclay, another one right next to us, and so really some great opportunities locally to go see some great Broadway tours as they come through.
Yeah. And also, I'm a season ticket holder for Broadway series at Seagrisham, and what's really nice too is that I can come back and talk about it. And we have great social time. There's always, coffee and water and cookies provided, and we've got a beautiful table with all the sponsors, the people that gave us money to start our club. So, we're all supporting each other. And by the way, Mark McCready, our travel agent that we're working with, he's going to be at the August 6th meeting.
Ooh.
So if anybody has any questions, they can actually ask him directly.
That's super helpful too.
Yeah,
because
he's great.
For folks who've never done it before, like you've never done a cruise or never done anything like that, it's important to figure out how does this all work.
Yeah, and he's really knowledgeable. He's been all over the world. He's a wonderful traveler.
And it's also, he was telling us, it's not some huge 5,000 to 10,000 people ship. It's a smaller ship, new but smaller. About, what was it,
2,700.
2,700.
Okay.
So that's nice.
Which still seems like a lot to me, but the size of the ships now.
Some of them are crazy. One ship had like a double ship once, and I was like, whoa, what's going on there? But you know what? Because of the focus, yes, people are going to want to get off and do the Alaskan tours, but there's going to be workshops all day and singing. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, besides
and
eating, and besides the performers, because he has performers from Broadway on it with the cruise, and then he also does master classes, and he does, chorus stuff and things like that. So it really keeps everybody involved, and you can, or you don't have to, involve yourself in anything on the cruise.
Right, just go and enjoy. You don't have to sing.
Exactly.
You don't have to perform, just have fun.
Oh, and also we have a question and answer period where we give away prizes. And a woman won a beautiful mug the last time, and we've got little notebooks. So, it's just really a beautiful way for people to
make
come
some more
together.
buttons for folks, maybe.
Yes.
Broadway music lovers, Broadway.
Oh boy. Well, Kate and Alyssa, thank you so much for joining us. Broadway Music Lovers Club sounds like it's going to be a great hit, and you guys are well on your way to having some big numbers in your club.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Thank you guys for joining us. We'll look forward to the next event.